you end up with deals that we're looking at now that are just upside down and sideways and don't make any sense. And you're like, who the underwrote that? And how did these giant, smart, brilliant companies end up in all these bad deals that went upside down? Then we're also seeing stuff like a lot of stuff switching to rental buildings now.
Yeah, you were mentioning that. I mean, that makes sense.
Well, it makes
You're
sense.
back and forth on the rental condo side. Nobody is selling condos right now.
Nobody's selling condos.
So, like, what would it take if you want to buy, if you've got a project and you got zoning, how the heck are you going to carry that property for like how many more years until the pre-construction market comes back?
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 10? I don't know. But like, what are you going to do? You got to find something. You got to zone property. You can't sell a zone property right now. I am telling you.
I
I
know.
am looking at the
This is
MLS on all the land deals, unless it's a power sale or under receivership, they ain't moving. Nobody's
no,
buying them, you
no.
know? And those receiver
Actually, that's not totally
would have
true.
a
I've
would have a,
noticed there's one guy buying a whole bunch of properties.
okay, but there's probably some really good attractive financing associated with it. I had one guy tell me
Mm-hmm.
the other day, I was talking to somebody, and he had bought a piece of land in South Etobicoke, but some buildings, industrial buildings, things like that too. He had like hundreds of units um, uh, up for his rezoning application. I don't think he got it. I think he's still trying to get the zoning on it, but he paid $75 million for the property, and that it's
Where?
somewhere in Etobicoke,
Well,
and that
must have been a big property.
yeah, it's a big property, it's hundreds of units, and it was
Hundreds.
there's a lot of buildings on it. Could be thousands, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's got to be
It's
for
big.
that price. Fuck.
Yeah, but he said that the property value now has gone down to only 50 million.
Oh, that's
You know,
easy for refinancing. That's what
right?
people like to hear.
Yeah. So it's like these are the things that are out there right now. And so people are really, really nervous. So if you got some sort of refinancing or sorry, incentive on the financing side, then you might be able to put together some of those land deals on the zone properties.
I
But
just
otherwise,
refinanced.
fuck.
I just sorted that out. That was one of my main things I worked on this week was refinancing some of the debt on one of the properties. And
Okay.
like, believe me, I mean, not that it was hard, but it was not it didn't go the way that I was hoping it would go, right?
Mm,
Because um like especially on land, like
yeah.
nobody gives a shit right now that the rates have come down.
Yeah.
It's like do you want money or do you not want money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So
And I
it's
don't care
like
what the comments from the city are. You're not zoned.
no, not if you're not completely zoned,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it's not even that. It's just like even an extension. It's like you're looking and rates have come down considerably since we signed this last time. So you assume that this
The
maybe there's
same
a little
rate I got a year ago.
flexibility, but
What's going
again,
on?
it's like, do you want the money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like need the money, so yeah, here, let's go. What
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
like, right?
Did you
But
go with the same lender?
yeah, of course. They've been
He's a good guy.
wonderful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
They're
It's a
good guys. I like
beautiful
those guys.
symbiotic relationship where they give me money and I give them back money and everybody's happy,
That's it.
right?
Everybody's
I give
happy.
them
Yeah.
back more money and they're super happy. But again, it's like the environment has not been easy to get money for a while now. And
Mm.
even if I think back, to be honest with you, I mean, we go back to the good old days when that uh, infectious disease hit, and
Mm.
like lending has been kind of weird since then, right?
Yeah.
People
There
are,
was a
like
few
you said,
moments of
a few moments for
what do you want
sure.
to call it?
Yeah.
Frosty territory where even lenders were willing to turn the blind eye on certain deals to get their money out the door, earning some interest, earning some juice.
You
There was a
had
moment
to.
there. There was a moment there. I saw a lot of bad underwriting in those couple of years there.
There was so much. And this is the
Yeah.
thing again. It's those fees. Like when you
Yeah.
have a floor of young men in suits that they can't really afford playing this part where
Can't
it's
afford the
like,
seats.
listen, your job is to sell money, right?
Yeah.
Right. Your job is to find deals that produce fees for the business, right?
Absolutely.
Ideally, of course, the deals make a bunch of money to make the investors happy. But like if you go down layers, right? You got this kid who just wants to make money and impress everybody, and he'll do whatever the fuck he has to do to
Yep.
get this thing done. right?
Yeah.
And then you magnify that times God knows how many guys there are out there. And then you take, there's the exact, I don't know if it's inverse, but there's that exact guy that's out there hunting real estate deals down to pair up with that guy who's hunting down the money, right? And
Yeah.
you've got all these young, hungry, and even old, hungry guys about to starve to death, all out there trying so desperately to just generate the next fees, right? And so you end up with deals that we're looking at now that are just upside down and sideways and don't make any sense. And we're like, who the fuck underwrote that? And how did these giant, smart, brilliant companies end up in all these bad deals that went upside down? And of course, timing is important, but there's a lot of guys that aren't going, upside down on a lot of their deals, right? Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.